Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my live streams. This is the Ready, Set, Go preview show. This is the show that I do every single week, typically on Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. And during this show, what I attempt to do is to provide you with a preview of everything that is coming out from the channel over the course of the week, hence the name Preview Show. I typically will give you a heads up as to what is coming out. We typically talk about some news or current events or things that may be top of mind for you or for me. And generally, we have a good time. If you are watching this show right now in the room, or if you are watching this on playback and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, I want to definitely encourage you to do so. That way you can stay abreast of all the content that I release on a weekly basis. And it also makes you eligible for the various giveaways that I do every single week, some of which are impromptu, and you only really find out about if you're watching the videos and or get the notifications that come out. So this week, we are giving away this book right here, Saga of the Swamp Thing, number 37, the first appearance of John Constantine. Thanks to my friends over at Go Collect who have been sponsoring this channel for the last, 44 or 43, some odd number of weeks. Awesome sponsor that I have a fantastic relationship with. Shout out to those guys and shout out to everyone that watches all the videos and participates in the various giveaways. We are going to be giving that book away a little bit later in the show, along with some other things that are here. And we're also going to we're gonna make two announcements tonight. We're gonna make two announcements tonight. And I personally think that they're both awesome announcements, but we will see what you guys think about them. Before I get going, I want to say hello to some comic book soldiers that have joined me here in the room tonight. Hopefully the interface that I use is up to speed and up to the challenge, because it's been going out on me during these live streams, and I've had a tremendous lag between what I see on screen and what you guys are talking about. So hopefully tonight will be the night. And it looked like you guys had a robust conversation that was going on in here before I popped in, and I heard something about a Regie Funko Pop. was one of the comments that I read, a Regie Funko Pop. I love it. I love it. Squirrel Madness, how you doing, my brother from Canada? It's good to see you, my man. Collecting Chaos, it is good to see you, my friend, and thank you very much. Matthew was in the house. Matthew, thank you for your email a short while ago. I definitely appreciate it. You stay tuned because I have something that you're going to be interested in, my friend. Johnny Future is in the house. It is always good to see you, and thank you as well. Rye, my man, it's good to see you, bro. Hopefully you and the girlfriend are having a good time down there in the LA area. Matt Wood is in the house. Tina, how you doing? It is always good to see you. Comic Corpse is in the house. Scrolling through, Hawkeye is here. Scrolling down through the names, working my way down. Rob, how you doing, bro? It's good to see you, my friend. Scrolling through, Randy is in the house. It's good to see you as always. You guys were having a robust conversation. Wow, I am doing a lot of scrolling and seeing the same names kind of alternating. Eugene, how you doing? Greek Freak is in the house. We already said hello to the next like 10 people, so I'm going to continue to scroll. James, how you doing, bro? It's definitely good to see you. Scrolling through the names. Kyler is in the house. Thunder God, it's definitely good to see everybody, and I want to thank everyone, all of the comic book soldiers, for taking time out of their Sunday to join me here in this live stream. I am actually very, very glad to be back on somewhat of a schedule in which I am actually able to do these shows on Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. We've had to make some adjustments over the last couple of weeks because I've had to travel on Sunday night, or Sunday, I should say, much to the chagrin of my wife. I try not to travel on Sundays if I can help it, but sometimes work gets in the way of comics, as has been the case for the last couple of weeks. But I'm hopefully going to be sticking around on Sunday night for you guys moving forward. But we shall see, because sometimes life gets in the way. I'm actually refreshing my screen because I'm waiting for something to happen, and we will see whether that magic happens. So I'm going to make a couple of announcements, at least two. There may be a third. We'll see how this thing goes. But this might actually be somewhat of a short show. because of the nature of the announcements that I'm actually going to make. So a couple of weeks ago, I actually I probably told a lot of you that I was working on some things behind the scenes, and I'm honestly always working on a lot of different stuff. I had a fantastic conversation earlier today with someone that may manifest some magic in like the next 6 months or so. So I'm definitely excited about that. But I'm always working on these projects in the background. I'm doing a lot of videos. I'm always thinking about the channel, but then I'm always working on these little side projects, things that I can do different, things that I can do better, et cetera, et cetera. And so tonight, I'm actually going to unveil one of the projects that I've been working on. It's something that I notified the Patreon members of a while ago. And so I'm finally going to break the news tonight. Hopefully you guys will appreciate where all of this is coming from. But what I want to tell you, and if I can find it here, is that I am pleased to announce that I have finally launched my own website. So this is the Regie Collects website, RegieCollects.com. I went ahead and finally pulled the trigger on this thing. And it's a basic website, right? And the idea is that the website is actually like a focal point for a lot of the things that I'm involved with. It's a great destination to go to just figure out what the heck's going on, right? So you can see here, it mentions the YouTube channel. It mentions the daily releases, both on YouTube and also the podcast, mentions the live stream, which is the show that you guys are in right now, which is the Ready, Set, Go preview show, which airs Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. You can see that right there. I also have some featured products because a lot of people have been asking me, where can I get this shirt? Where can I get that shirt? Unfortunately, a lot of the inventory has been depleted because most of them were pre-orders, but there are a couple of the original Regie Collects t-shirts that were actually hand drawn by a subscriber there. So I think there's like one of the Comic Soldier shirts there. And then another subscriber actually worked with me on this left-hand side. Hopefully you guys can actually see that, to help me create a couple of wallpapers for cell phones, right? These are the two wallpapers that I've put up there for iPhones. He's working on a couple for like iPads and also Android devices. But right now we just have the ones for the iPhone. And because people, tend to ask me about fitness as well, there is actually a book that I wrote. I've actually written, I think it's like 5 or 6 ebooks. The largest of which is actually on the website. It is called Fit Bodies Fundamental. That was the other company that my wife and I ran, was Fit Bodies. And that is my wife on the cover of that. She actually had a lot more photos that were better quality than all of my photos at the time. So when I wrote this, I think it was back in 2014. She was doing some photo shoots and things like that. So I decided to leverage a lot of her photos. I wrote the content and we used her photos for that. So that's actually my wife on the cover. And then there's a couple of books and things like that. So if you guys get a chance, check that out. For folks that don't use Instagram, that are always like, I don't know this Instagram thing, there is now an interface on the website where you can actually see the things that I post up on Instagram right through the website, regiecollects.com. You can see that there. And then from time to time, the videos that I release will also be posted there, so you can actually see them there. There's a mailing list, and then there's also my contact information. Do not mail stuff to me at this address. This is actually a P.O. box that I personally rarely go to. The wife occasionally goes there, but do not mail things there. This is actually better for emailing me. If you ever forget my email address, you can actually check it out there. So scrolling back up to the top here, actually, let me pop over real quick to the chat real quick and see. Rob's like, you married up. Bro, have you not seen me? I think we married on even, my man. Well done. Well done. My wife is a fantastic person. Jason says, next phase. I wish, Jason, but you may want to stay tuned, Jason. Stay tuned. That might be part 2 of this conversation. Mr. Comic, how you doing, brother? Thank you for popping through for just a couple of moments. So, yeah, so that's that. And then let me, I'm going to pop back here to the website, because I want to show you guys some additional things that are on here. Yes, that's the right one. So there's the YouTube stuff. Well, we don't need to go there. You guys already know about that one, so we don't need to go there. But there is the shop, which you've already kind of seen all that stuff. But the other big thing right here is this partners page. So what I've done is I basically created a page on the website for all of the people that I work with, all the discount codes, whether it be like CGC with their affiliate link right here. Ebates has something right here. Go Collect. They've actually issued me a new discount code. This is the Regie Collects discount code that gets people 30 days free access to Go Collect. All you have to do is basically click this register link right here and then type in the code Regie Collects. You get 30 days for free. There was another code that they were using before, but they've asked me to switch over to this one. There's a link to the Patreon. There is the 9.8 subscription service. The guy I've been working with over there, he gives you a $25 discount when you sign up for that service, basically allowing you to get 9.8s for basically $39.99 plus shipping. So it's not a bad deal. And then the MIP sheets. And so I think with all of these, I get something from them, with the exception of Go Collect. I actually don't get anything for people that sign up for that one. And the MIP sheets, I also receive nothing from that. But I like to be transparent when I have relationships with people, just so that people are never surprised by any of this stuff. So that's basically the website. The Patreon link is there. The shop is here. Hopefully you guys can see that. But there's a couple of products that we have right now. And I can promise you there is more stuff that I'm going to be adding. Hopefully you can actually, I'm going to be adding a lot more stuff to the products. And I'm actually been working on a couple of things in the background. I think a few people have some insight into that. I embedded one thing in a video a couple of months ago that may or may not materialize. I'm still working on that. But then there's a couple of other things that are going to be coming out from the channel. But the reason that I'm doing this is that it's a great focal point for me to be able to put things out there besides just posting things to YouTube and Instagram and trying to do things via email. It makes it a little bit, I think, cleaner for me to do some stuff. So hopefully that helps you guys. Let me scroll through some of the comments here. Let me make sure. Yeah, I think we're still on time with the comments, which is nice. All right. Will there be a forum on the site is the question that Almighty Liger King is asking. Probably not. The thing about it is that the YouTube comment section works extremely well, and it would be really hard for me to manage two sets of comments, and I think most people know this. I basically read and respond to probably 95% of all comments. Sometimes it's a robust response. Sometimes just a quick response or a thumbs up or a like or something like that. But trying to manage two different things would be a bit much for me. And so I think I'm going to continue trying to use primarily the YouTube comment section to interact with folks. I think that that's going to keep my life simple, right? Because I honestly check that thing literally all day. If I have a break, I go in there and check it. I check it first thing in the morning. I check it at night. And so I'm constantly replying to people whenever someone posts something up. So hopefully that continues to work. And if I ever get to the point where we like blow up and, magic gets made, which is really tough. So then we'll hire somebody, but that probably will not happen. It'll probably just be me. So there you go. All right. So let me scroll through a couple of people throwing out some congratulatory comments here. I cannot yet accept those congratulatory comments because it is not yet that number on my side of things. So I cannot yet accept those congratulatory comments. So the website is up. It is up there. It is functioning. Shout out to everyone that has already checked it out and provided me with some feedback and stuff like that. So what is this? Reg has to be checking comments all day. He has a great man. I'm telling you that my general philosophy is this: if someone can take the time to watch my video and comment, I can take the time to read that comment and to acknowledge it. And I just think that that's like common courtesy. And the truth of the matter is it's not just that, right? It is, I like to be receptive and responsive to comments. But the truth is that I also learn a lot from you guys. I learn a lot from people when they make comments because of either what they say or what they ask. It tells me a lot. I actually get content ideas from the comments, I am able to create new videos to address a question or a comment or thought, or I can create a new video to answer a question if I didn't do it well enough in the previous video. So I tend to learn a lot from comments, and that's part of the reason why I read them. I'm a big fan of market research, and my customer, you guys, if you will, are giving me information, and I use that information to turn it around and to create new videos from that. And so I am very thankful to everyone that makes a comment, and because I learned a lot from that. So Reggie has the given to respond to all comments so he can spend. Bro, have you ever met Martin Blank? Let me tell you, Martin Blank does not know grammar. I'm gonna if there is ever a comment that gets posted and it has grammatical errors, punctuation errors, spelling errors, the given did it. That's all. Let's just put it that way. Martin Blank did it. Let me scroll down to the comments here. Anything special about that orange ring? No, bro, it's actually red. It's actually red. It may be showing up a little weird on camera because of the light that is right here. This is actually a red ring. And I don't wear my real wedding band because when I used to go to the gym, there was always the fear of smashing your hand with the metal ring. There's always that fear. So I actually had a sponsor once upon a time that made silicone rings. And so I have a massive collection of silicone rings that I wear that I change out from time to time, as does my wife. We wear these little, G-Shock watches, and we tend to match them. I actually prefer the white on white. The problem is my white band, it wore out, and I need to order another, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So I switch it out. Occasionally, I was wearing a red shirt earlier today, hence the red ring. So scrolling down through the comments here. What is this? Thanks again for all the great info about pressing. You are very welcome. I was asking about some info on square spines. Oh yeah, I remember that. I think was that on Friday? I want to say I was walking out of work when I was responding to that question. I want to say it was like around 2:00 on Friday. I want to say that I was responding to your messages. But yeah, I mean, if people were, send me a message on Instagram, it makes it really easy for me to respond back, because not only can I type, but I can also do video and voice notes back. It makes it really, really easy for me to respond. A lot of times the emails take me a little bit more time, and my responses tend to be a little shorter just because I'm always like rushed. And if I read an email and don't respond right away, it'll get away from me, and then I'll forget, and then I'll feel really, really bad. So Crazy Ivan, how you doing, bro? It's good to see you, my friend. What is that? White is what did it say? I missed the comment here. Reggie has a ring that looks like ketchup, so he's confirmed to be. Oh my goodness, you are a nut. I think I might have to look into a silicone wedding band. I take my wedding ring off all day. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, the silicone, it works, man. Fixate Design. Fixate Design was the sponsor that actually makes these rings. There's a ton of different companies out there that make these, but Fixate Design was the company that I was working with. And I don't know, the code is probably like Regie something or another. Who knows? It's been so long since I've actually done anything with those guys. So Nate says, Ring's wedding band saved his life when he got stuck in a machine. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Everything happens for a reason, brother. I actually was talking to a guy recently who was out fishing, and he slipped and fell, and the rocks actually smashed his ring down on his finger. Dude almost lost his finger. It's crazy stuff. Crazy. But it's like, you just got whatever it is you're doing, be careful, be smart about it. So for those folks that are just now joining, I announced a short while ago that I actually just launched my own website, RegieCollects.com. After many months of like deliberation and hemming and hawing, I finally decided to go ahead and launch the site. And honestly, it wasn't even my decision. I'll be completely honest and transparent about it. It wasn't even my decision. It was my wife's decision. it was like a Saturday morning or something like that. She comes in the room, we have a quick conversation, and I say something. She walks back in the other room. 15 minutes later, I get an email that actually pops up on my phone. She had basically registered the domain for me, RegieCollects.com, and was like, now you have no excuse. That was basically her direct message to me from the other room. Now you have no excuse. That is my wife. So, so the site has been up for a while. It is now available to everyone. So if you guys get a chance, check it out. I think my ring is tungsten. I want to say it's tungsten. It's been a long, long time since I've actually worn my metal. Actually, I take that back. We went somewhere a little formal, and I actually put on a real watch and a real wedding band. But it does not happen all that often. So let me give you guys a quick rundown on the videos that are going to be dropping from the channel this week, so you guys can know what is coming out. There are 5 videos and 1 podcast that are going to be coming out this week. The podcast is going to be released tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Pacific time. That'll be dropping tomorrow morning. I can't even remember what the podcast is, but it will be coming out. And so no matter where you listen to podcasts, whether it's on iTunes or the Google Play Store, wherever it is that you're doing it, you can actually find Regie Collects there. Fingers crossed now. There was one place that I thought that it was posted. It was, but the podcasts weren't being released properly. So we went ahead and addressed that. So podcast should be available wherever. If you're into podcast, it is out there. So a couple of cool videos dropping this week. I had a major score. I had a major score at a bookstore, local major score. I'm gonna tell you, pays to know people. So that video will be dropping. I think I did that one almost like a hunting video. So that video will be dropping this week. I had a couple of snafus. Recently. So before the holidays, before Thanksgiving, I was recording a ton of videos. I was on a tear, and somehow or another, I recorded a video and lost it. Recorded the video. Actually, I recorded 2 videos and lost them, but I recorded the video and forgot that the video even existed. And then it popped into my mind. I was like, wait a minute, I know I recorded these videos. I went back and I looked for them and I could not find them. And I looked in another place and could not find them. And I looked in a third place and there they were. There were the videos, raw footage. And I feel really bad because one of the 2 videos that I lost was actually an AOK. I think it was actually 2 AOKs. And so I feel really, really bad because someone sent me an AOK. Well, 2 people sent me AOKs. And I tried to time the arrival of the AOK to the release of the video so I can acknowledge that token of appreciation. And this one got away from me. It got away from me, and I have some apologies to make to folks that gave me these AOKs. But that video will be coming out this week. I think I called it like Lost and Found AOK or something like that. So the Lost Files or something, I can't remember. So that video is going to be coming out this week. And again, my apologies to the individuals that gave me those AOKs for not acknowledging them sooner than that. The other video that I lost was an X-Men related video. That I think is a really cool video. And this idea, speaking of reading comments that come in from subscribers, this idea came in from a subscriber, and I'm really mad because I did not think of it. But it is an X-Men related random run. And I think people enjoyed the most recent random run that I did. So I'm doing it again, and we're going to do it with a twist based upon the input from a subscriber. And hopefully people like that. And if not, it is that subscriber's fault if they don't. And there's two more because we release videos Monday through Friday, always at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. So there's a total of 5 videos that are going to be coming out this week. There is another market research video. If you guys remember, there was a video that I released, I want to say it was a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago, that I released where I showed you all of the market research from that market research project that I actually did here through the channels, basically a survey of 201 respondents. And so in that first video, I basically went through all of the responses and I kind of talked off the cuff about some of them. In this video that I'm dropping this week, I actually drilled down into a couple of the statistics that kind of jumped out at me. So that video is going to be coming out this week. And then the last video is one that was actually influenced by my man, Alec, White Whale Comics. He and I have collaborated in the past on a couple of things. I enjoy his personality, and he reached out to me and he inspired something in me in a video. And I think it's a cool video. It is like a challenge video. It is a where I'm going to need some group participation for this video. So if you guys get a chance, if you see this video, I think that you're going to enjoy it because it's going to require people to put on it's going to require them to do a little thinking and to do a little bit of research and to respond back. And I think that it's going to be fun. And I now have a lag, so you guys have to bear with me. I had to switch over. Definitely had a lag there, so I actually can just now see your comments. So Greek Freak is asking, random run. Is he saying X Factor? Let's just say it is. Let's just say that it is an X-Men related random run. Let's just say that. But I think it's going to be fun. I think Randy Resnake says Alex smiles too. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. Scrolling down through the comments here. I hate when this interface does not work. Thunder God 75 says Reggie opens his own man. I told my wife that the other day. I said, babe, when I retire, I'm going to open a comic shop. It'd be cool. I've always thought about it. Will it ever happen? I don't know. My man RB3 basically opened one up out of his house. I don't think he's doing the brick and mortar thing, but I think he has an account with Diamond, and he's basically an LCS. And so shout out to my man Ray RB3. Maybe one day I'll do it. So 5 videos dropping this week. I think they're all pretty good videos. And in one of those videos will be a phrase that you're going to need to enter the Go Collect giveaway, which we're going to do this week's Go Collect giveaway in just a couple of moments. But a couple of really cool videos coming out Monday through Friday, always at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. So if you guys can check those out, podcasts will be released Monday at 7 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. So scrolling down through the comments here. I always have something up my sleeves, my friend. I am always working on something. Let me tell you. What is this question here? We're going to do this question here. Brian is asking this question. You may have answered this before, but what is your opinion on variants for covers you chase or stay away? So, what I will say is never, and Brian, you're not asking me this, I know, but I want to put this out here because I think that it's important. Never substitute my judgment for your own. Right? Never substitute my judgment and my opinions for anything that you do. And never start a sentence with Reggie said. just a rule of thumb. Never do that. Never say Reggie said. For me, I am not opposed to variants. I don't think that variants are evil. I think that some variants are cool. This idea that variants are all going to allow people to retire. I don't know if I believe in that. If I see a variant cover that I like, that is really cool, I'll buy it. I'm not going to buy 20 copies of it. I'll tell you that. I think that they're really cool pieces of art. And if I see one that I like, I buy it. But I don't feel compelled to buy every cover because it has a different piece of artwork. I don't feel the desire to pick the one that I think is going to be worth the money, right? That's not me, man. I see a book, I get the A cover because I want to read it, and I might get a variant or two, right? People will send me variants. Like I'll sometimes get them. I'll sometimes be on IG comic store and I'll see a cool variant. I'll just buy it because it's beautiful, right? But I don't chase them. I don't chase them. That's just not my thing. But if it floats your boat, if a variant cover floats your boat, buy it. Life is too short to be unhappy and to do things that you don't enjoy, man. And this is a hobby. It is comics, funny pages. And if you have the money, go ahead and drop it. Jerry, how you doing? How you doing, my man? The Canadians are in here tonight. Let's just put it out there. Canada is showing up for sure. What is this? If I could go back, James is asking this question. If I could go back 5 years ago with $1,000, knowing what you know now, what would you buy? Amazing Fantasy 15. If I could go back 5 years ago, I would buy probably, honestly, with $1,000, I could probably get 2 to 3 copies of Amazing Fantasy 15 easy. I would potentially sacrifice one of those Amazing Fantasies for Fantastic Four #1. and maybe even I'd have to go back. Maybe X-Men 1. I have to look at it to see if I can squeeze those 3 books into $1,000. For a fact, I know I can get AF-15 and I know I can get FF1 because FF1 was underappreciated until about 2 years ago. X-Men 1 might be a little bit harder. I'd have to maybe get a super low grade of it, but I might be able to squeeze in those 3 books. But yeah, for me, I go for those mega keys, man, that are just like super hot. There's a reason why I don't have AF-15 right now. And instead of getting FF1, I went with X-Men 1. I don't regret that decision. I think it was a good decision, but FF1 is just a beast right now. Really is a beast. So scrolling through the comments here. All right, you guys are having a good conversation. Very good, very good. All right. Eugene is hilarious. Sully Two Kings, Canada in the house, and Eugene is saying I sound like Casey Kasem. Man, I'm gonna tell you. So there was another comparison, another voice comparison that someone gave me recently, and I can't. Flip Wilson. I think it was Flip Wilson and Casey Kasem are the two voice comparisons that have been made. And to be honest with you, man, any of those comparisons I will take because all of those individuals are legends. So let's go ahead and give away this book real quick. And then again, I have a big announcement that I'm going to make for you guys. So definitely stay tuned because if you are in the local Bay Area, I think that you're going to like this next announcement because I think it's going to be cool. So with this one, we are going to give away, let me flip back to my other interface because there's a lag. So this is the book that we are going to give away. Saga of Swamp Thing, number 37, first appearance of John Constantine. Shout out to the folks over at Go Collect. So if you do win this book tonight, all you have to do is to send me an email to regiecollects@gmail.com. I will get that email. And in that email, you give me your real name, your screen name, your mailing address, and your preference for a shirt or a pin. If you want the shirt, you have to let me know which size, whether it be large or extra large, and the color. That's Go Collect is making it complicated for me. So the shirts come in 2 colors. They come in black and gray. This is the shirt right here, the Go Collect Distress t-shirt. It comes in large and extra large and in black and in white. If you send me an email and you forget the color, I will pick the color for you instead of emailing you multiple times. But you'll get that comic, a t-shirt, or a pin if you want the pin, and then an exclusive Go Collect variant. This is Soul Fire exclusive number 1. You'll get all 3 of these things sent out to you lickety split. The box is actually set up in the other room, ready for me to box this up and to mail it out to someone tomorrow. So let's go ahead and take a look real quick here at the list of names. Hopefully I can navigate to this list really quickly. This was actually one of the larger giveaways that we've actually done in the last couple of weeks. So definitely pleased about that. People seem to really like this book. So I'm scrolling through the names here. And I will also tell you that there was not a single duplicate response in all of these names. And I want to thank everyone out there for abiding by the rules. I absolutely appreciate you guys. It was pretty rough in the beginning. It was better. Then we had a couple of lapses. This week was perfect. Not a single duplicative entry in the bunch. And I'm very appreciative of that because it just takes me time to dedupe it and scrub it and all that kind of stuff. I actually sail through even with all these names in there. So that is the list of individuals that are actually entered into the giveaway this week. Let me change that real quick. So I'm actually now going to go ahead and roll the dice and figure out how many times we're actually going to have to randomize this list. Let me see what that looks like for you guys. Yeah, that's a better view. All right, so we're going to go ahead and roll the dice to see how many times we're actually going to have to do this thing. And we came up with 7. We're going to randomize the list a total of 7 times. So let me move that over there. My screens are all disorganized. We're going to randomize this thing a total of 7 times, and we are going to then declare the winner of this week's Go Collect giveaway. All right, let me scroll back up to the top there, and we're going to randomize that. That is 1 right there. Scrolling down, here is 2, and there were 236 names. Here is 3, 4, 5, 6, and the winner of this week, Felix, I messed up your name there. The winner of this week's Go Collect giveaway is Hydra Collectibles. Hydra Collectibles is the winner, and I believe that so he is the winner. We're going to figure out how he's going to get this book because he is in the UK, and one of the rules are that you have to have a mailing address in the United States. So fingers crossed that he actually has a mailing address in the United States, because that's what the rules of the contest are. He probably will not see this until tomorrow because it is the middle of the night in the UK. But Hydra Collectibles in the UK is actually the winner of this week's Go Collect giveaway. So scrolling down through, did you say Hail Hydra? Oh, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Well done. Well done. Brett Hess says he got 7th. That's not bad, brother. That's not bad. Captain America coming for you. Oh my goodness. So there we go. That is this week's Go Collect giveaway. Thanks to everyone that gave a thumbs up to the video already. So he is the winner of this week's Go Collect giveaway. Let me pop the screen back so you guys can actually see it. So he is going to be receiving, if he has an address in the United States, this book right here, Swamp Thing, number 37, 9.4. It is this Go Collect t-shirt, and either a large or an extra large, and also the Go Collect comic book. There you go. That is the prize pack that is going to be sent out to the winner. So there you go. All right. So the next, oh, let me show you the book. Let me do this. We're going to do this thing in a slightly different order. I'm actually going to make my other announcement right now. Then I'll show you the book that is going to be given away this coming week. All right. So I announced probably 2 months ago, maybe, that I was going to do something called Garage Con. I was like, I'm going to do Garage Con because if you saw some of my tour videos where I showed the inside of my comic book room, outside of the comic book room was a bunch of white boxes. And those white boxes were full of comics that have been picked up as part of collections that I've purchased, and they were stacking up. They were literally stacking up outside the door because there was no room in the comic book room for those comics. And so we are going to basically do Garage Con. And why do I call it Garage Con? Because it is basically going to be a mini Comic Con in my garage. So I have cleaned out the garage. I've cleaned up the garage and I've set up, I'll have a couple of tables down there with a couple of bins, probably like 10 bins of comics will be down there. I'm also going to have probably a couple of slabs and some other odds and ends, some graphic novels and stuff like that I'm going to be offering up. And this, for me, honestly, is not necessarily a money-making venture, right? It is the ability for me to interact with people that are local here in the Bay Area. Because a couple of people have said, hey, are you coming to this con? Are you coming to that con? Are you going to be somewhere we can actually meet up? And so what I think I'm going to do is to basically just do Garage Con, allow people to come here to the house, interact with me for a little bit. We'll shoot some footage probably of Garage Con. We'll sell some books, maybe have some coffee and some other stuff, right? And we're going to do it right out of the garage. We're going to have a bunch of freebies, a bunch of like coffee cups and some other stuff that I'll give away to you guys just for showing up. And if you just want to show up and hang out for a little bit, that's cool too. But Garage Con is actually going down December 21st. December 21st from 8 until noon. Garage Con will be going down. I'm actually going to release a video. I don't know if it'll be tonight or tomorrow, but I'm going to release a bonus video where I'm going to give you some additional details about Garage Con in terms of like parking and some do's and don'ts. I'm also going to show you some of the bins, some of the bins with the comics that I'm actually going to be giving away. All that stuff's going to be done. Now, here's the thing. All of the books for Garage Con, comics will be sold for $1. All comics for Garage Con will be $1, and graphics novels are like $2. So that is it. It'll be super, super simple, super inexpensive. I may have some slabs. Those will not be $1 and $2, but I may have a couple of slabs and a box over here that I'll offer up to you guys. But it'll be an opportunity to come and hang out and stuff like that. And there's going to be some requirements, right? Because people are going to be coming to my house with my family and all that kind of stuff. And, while I do a lot of things in public, there's a certain amount of privacy that I want to try to maintain as well. So there's going to be a couple of rules, right? And what I'm not going to do is to announce my address publicly, right? What I will ask folks to do, if you are interested in coming to GarageCon on December 21st from 8 to noon, is to basically send me an email or a direct message. So Regie Collects on Instagram or regiecollects@gmail.com. You can email me either one of those places or message me either one of those places. I will provide you with the address. If you are local to me, I will provide you with the address. And that'll be what you'll need to be able to find me here in the Bay Area. So I'm in San Francisco area, so just be aware of that. But I will send those messages out with the contact information so you guys can actually find me. All right. And like I said, there's going to be a couple of do's and don'ts because, my family will be here. And so we want to try to maintain some order with this thing. All right. So stay tuned because another video will be dropping. Actually, let me pop over to the chat. I keep forgetting that there's a lag here. Yeah, there will be a guest appearance of the Gibbon. The Gibbon will flow through. He's going to be signing autographs. I mean, if you want to, we're going to have a creators area set up, right? So he's going to be over there, Artist Alley. He's going to be signing comics. He charges $1,000 in mostly bananas. You can get his autograph. Amazing Spider-Man 110 and 111 is all he's signing. He may sign Amazing Spider-Man 18.HU, his final appearance. Oh man, but yeah, I am not doing the Gibbon. I am not doing cosplay. Oh man. So again, if you guys can show up, I don't know if there's going to be heat, so you definitely want to dress warm. I don't know what the weather is going to be like on December 21st here in the Bay Area, but you may want to dress warm because it might actually be cold. He says the first annual GarageCon. Man, I'm gonna tell you, it's cool, man. I had a conversation with a creator earlier today, and what I was telling this person is that I'm having fun. I'm honestly just having fun. I launched a website because it's fun. I do a couple of t-shirts because it's fun. I do these chats because I'm having a good time, and life is too short not to do things that bring a little joy. They bring a little joy to you and bring a little joy to your life, so there you go. All right. So, are you guys ready to see the book that is going to be given away this week? It is actually a book from my childhood. It is a book from my childhood that takes me right back to my parents' basement. I have Go Collect already up. This is the book. This is the book that is going to be offered up. Wait a minute. Is that the right book? Wait a minute. Nope, that's not the right book. Ignore that. You didn't see that book. It's not that book. It's actually this book. That's what happens when you have too many comics around here. So this is the book that is going to be given away this week. It is Eternals number 3. It is the first appearance of Circe. It is a 9.6 with white pages. This is the Go Collect giveaway book for this week. Pretty cool book. This is a pretty nice copy of this book, which you guys know is pretty hot because, they're making a movie out of this thing. So Eternals number 3, 9.6 white pages. This is this week's Go Collect giveaway. I'm actually going to head over to Go Collect right now. See if I can share my screen with you guys one more time. And we're actually going to look up the fair market value of this book. So we're going to type in Eternals number 3. Oh, wait a minute. Eternals number 3, right? Yeah, number 3. So we'll look this up real quick. Look at the F&V for this one. Kid Eternity. So we're going to pull this up. Eternals number 3, and this is a 9.6. You can see right here that this book is going for about $240. You expand it, someone got a smoking deal right there. Wow, at $93 on the 24th of November. Wow. Here's another for $140. 137, 144, 144, 185, 140, right? But that the FMV right now is set at $240, but you can basically see what the prices are going for right up in here. This actually shows the 25 most recent sales, and potentially the price has actually gone down, right? So we're at like what, 260, 224, 260, 190, 185, and then a lot of 140s or so right after that one. So FMV right now is still at 240 according to the folks over at Go Collect. So there you go. That is basically the book that is actually going to be given away this week. It is Eternals #3, the first appearance of Circe. This book could be yours. All you have to do is watch the videos that come out from the channel over the course of this week, Monday through Friday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. And one of those videos will be a phrase. You capture that phrase, you head over to the community tab, you find the post in which I'm talking about that book, you click on that link and you plug in your information, and then you basically tune into the Ready, Set, Go preview show. So in just a couple of moments, I'm actually going to get that post posted up for you guys, because I tend to post it every either Sunday or Monday. That post will go up. So just be sure to look for that. All right. So let me pop back and see what you guys are talking about. Scrolling down through, let me see. What is this? Christopher is saying it's a book that's taking a hit right now, but wait until the trailer hits, it'll pop back up. You are probably right about that. No doubt. Whoa, what is this? Jeremy says, go look up the recent sold Hulk 181 on eBay. Someone messed up $10.60. What is that? Wow. I need to go look that up myself. The Eternals is a better score over the Darkhawk book anyway. Maybe. Depends on how you look at it. Darkhawk is dope, man. I'm telling you. Scrolling down through the comments here. Scrolling down, making sure I didn't miss anything. Johnny Future is like, Regie, be careful. Apple computers started in their garage as well. Oh man, that is hilarious. Comic Collection Agency, how you doing, bro? It is good to see you. Somebody hop over to sold items and tell me what that Hulk 181 is selling for, because $10.60 is just bananas. Let me tell you, that is a crazy, crazy, crazy price. Let me pop here real quick and look at something. Have a lot of windows going, unfortunately, a lot more than I normally have because of my interface is actually delayed. So guys, bear with me here. I needed to check one other thing. Okay, cool. Still. All right, cool. What does it say? I buy it for 12. Man, I buy it for 15. I'm gonna just say. Tina, thank you very much. $14.50. Man, we can have a bidding war right now. Oh man. All right. So just a quick recap. I launched RegieCollects.com. So if you guys get a chance, head over to the website, take a look at it. The site is basically up. It is a focal point for a lot of the things that I intend to do with the channel and just generally moving forward. I'm actually thinking about releasing on the channel at some point an exclusive video where it's only going to be available on the site. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. And then I may also, over the course of like this holiday season, I may put up a couple of undervalued kind of things up there just to get people kind of enticed to make some magic happen on the website. I think right now I have a couple of Walking Dead books up there. One is a 9.8, and then it comes with another Walking Dead raw book. One's graded, one's raw, so that's up there. And then, like I said, I may do a couple of special things. We'll see what I can come up with. So a couple of really cool videos dropping this week, 5 of them, a couple of videos on first appearances, some X-Men related stuff, some AOKs, one hunting video and one video on market research, and then one on a random run. So again, stay tuned to the channel for some cool stuff that is actually going to be coming out, including a podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you guys need me, make sure you hit me up. Reach out to me at any time at Regie Collects on Instagram, at regiecollects@gmail.com if you need me. And again, I also want to make an apology to someone, actually to someone. There were 2 people that gave me AOKs. I sat down yesterday and I recorded a fantastic video. Opening up 2 awesome AOKs. I mean, it was humorous. It was whimsical. it was heartfelt, right? Because I was reacting to some really cool stuff that people had given me, man. And then I wrapped the video up like I normally do. I went to grab the camera and realized that the battery had died. And my heart sank. My heart sank. And I then plugged it in, and I let it charge up, and I just walked away. I came back about an hour later. I powered it back up, and I took a look at the video section to see what had been recorded. I'm like, man, I had to have at least got some of it. So let me see how far before the camera cut out, right? Not a single word. Not a single word was captured in the video. And it was probably a 20-minute video, 25-minute video. This is the stuff with YouTube that you never see. Yeah. So I didn't have it in me today to re-record that video after yesterday's debacle. So I will record that video again later this week. You'll probably see it in a week or two. It won't be as good. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It won't be as good because I already know what's in these boxes, so I can't even fake it, you know. But yeah, it's that stuff that happens behind the scenes that just leaves you shaking your head. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me just a little bit. Like I said, if you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so. Regie Collects on Instagram at regiecollects@gmail.com, and I will definitely be in touch. Take care.